someone who has worked in the corporate space for the last decade, as well as run different kinds of businesses for the last decade, I really feel pain and I feel I'm late in the game when it comes to investments. I feel sad that I didn't take financial education very seriously. As working people, as people running business, I assume a lot of you are like me out there. You've outsourced your finances, you've invested in some things, but then these are through other individuals. Probably some of your cash is sitting in time deposit and you think that let me think about it later on, but then months become years and years become decades. So I'm sad to say that despite being someone who is savvy in tech, someone who's always on socials, who always enjoys discovering new things, I have not put a lot of effort in understanding what is out there that is made possible today in 2025, the kind of investments that could be happening so that you can make your money grow for you while you are busy doing other things. How I wish I can turn back time and become more serious in terms of educating myself, in terms of managing our family's money. And I am doing this so that you will be reminded that today, it's easier than ever to look into investing that extra cash. Don't let it just sit in fixed deposits, or don't just allow banks or just allow people to talk you into unit trust. And remember, some of these people who are offering this to you don't really have just good intentions, maybe a little bit, but they're talking in behalf of their pockets because they are getting commissions by selling this to you. And if you do take it, just like me, I don't blame you because they presented it well. It's from a very good institution. But today, there are so many things out there that allows you to invest. And I could say that wake up, do a little bit of research and find out what works for you. And to be honest, there's no shortcuts. I thought there's a shortcut, and those shortcuts have cost me a lot of money, a lot of losses, a lot of fees that were paid. But in fact, all you need is to take time. Is money important to you? If it is, take time to understand what to do with it so that it will grow. I attended a course recently which was online, and they painted a very depressing picture. If you wanted to retire at, let's say, 80 years old or 60 or 70, and you needed money to survive, you should be calculating the inflation and the amount that you're going to need today. By no means, whatever calculation that is, it's almost very difficult to save up that enough amount that you could use for later on if your money was not compounding and if your money wasn't put in investments. So that is the harsh reality. And unfortunately, I think a lot of us, inclusive of myself, think that the investments that are nearby are the easiest and safest. Properties is one of the favorites of Malaysians, and yes, I have also bought properties, but that doesn't make it the only one. And to be honest, I bought a property in Mont Kiara, kept it for 10 years. We've sold it. It barely made a lot. And today in Malaysia, there is an oversupply of properties. And if you look around, properties that are certain type, it didn't even do very well this 2025. A lot of brand new properties were not sold when it comes to condominiums. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I'm just saying you should diversify. And that is one of the lessons that I've learned. Once you have seen how people compound money, it's very, very hard to unsee these things. It's very hard to try to understand that your money can in fact work for you much harder while you're also working to grow your wealth. Today, there are so many accessible apps that are SC regulated. There are so many avenues that you could look into that is growing faster than the typical rates that you get from the banks. And you just need to look and research what is best for you. And of course, today we do have ChatGPT who can help kind of guide you in terms of what is out there. And they will give you suggestions faster than before. So be aware of scams. I did get scammed before. Unfortunately, at some point, many of us have been scammed thinking of whether it's a Forex investment, whether it is a pyramid scheme investment. I mean, we didn't know. We thought that it was something that compounds the money, but in fact, it's a scam. So I don't blame you. It's hurtful, it's painful to talk about it, but it does happen. Do your research. Find legit companies that you can invest in so that the money will grow for you while you are still able to produce and work and invest and make money and work for others. Sadly, I think the hindrance of investing is that when nobody shows you how it's done, it feels overwhelming, especially for people like me who may not be in the investment world, not from the finance world, not from the banking world. They have a lot of jargons and fancy names that kind of makes you feel you're silly or stupid. To be honest, we should take time to understand, why do you want to invest in these things? Why should you invest in these things? More than ever, there are many resources out there, whether it's ChatGPT, whether it is podcasts reviewing investment funds, and they're giving their reasons why they're investing in these things. Today, more than ever, it has been made easier for us to invest. And as someone who feels I am so late in the game, so late, the message is, it's not too late. It's too late only when you've reached the end of the line. Any small amount that you start investing today, you will feel so happy you've done it. If you've done it at the right places, I think the future you will thank you for it. And a personal experience is, I've met Chuang, and he really opened my eyes in terms of what's out there. And sometimes it takes a friend to sit down with you and show you exactly, when you talk about cryptocurrency, when you talk about investments. He made it sound really easy and he sounds really smart. But then sometimes we need people who really bring it down to the ground level and help you understand by showing you exactly on the phone, exactly what to do. And I hope that I can be that friend as I go on this journey with Chuang to understand how we can help you do more with your life, with your wealth. And I have no intentions of wowing you with words because, again, I come from the background of not understanding all of these things. I'm late in the game, but I don't want to be ignorant anymore. And I'm so happy that I've learned a few things, and these are the top things that I've downloaded in the last few months and have started using these tools to start understanding about what's happening in the market. Why can these bring very high returns? And the more you consume this, it's very hard to unsee. You start to understand that your money can compound, that it can work for you, that there are spaces and places that can help you very easily. And you know what? We're super lucky here in Malaysia because there are SE regulated institutions, apps, and places that can help you grow your money. I will hope to discover them and understand them more one by one. Meantime, just personal downloads onto my phone, transferred some fixed deposits to these. These were my top picks because it is so simple. For someone who's very overwhelmed by this, I find it very easy to use. One is Stashaway. Second one is Luno, and these are both SC regulated. I've also looked into Bursa Gold Dinar, which a friend has shown me, but I haven't put money yet, but I'm about to. And that's an investment in gold. Luno is an investment for cryptocurrency. And Stashaway has several different investment portfolios inside for you to easily invest and put money there to just do lower risk, medium risk, or high risk. Investments are made so much easier today. There is no more excuse. I've had bad excuses in the past. I don't want you to have this excuse. Compound your money, invest in top stocks that are out there. How I wish I did this earlier, but I didn't. And hopefully this message is clear enough for you that you should start investing, and doesn't matter how much. And they talked about dollar cost average. I didn't know this before, but instead of timing the stocks, just keep putting what you can every month, put it away in that investment, and that will average out over the next few years, and that should get you to the right spot. Yeah, so that's me sharing my own journey of outsourced investments, and today it's not going to be the same anymore. I will take charge, and I hope you will too. We hope to help you do more with your money and with your life. Do share to someone who might benefit from this kind of video. Thanks for watching.